Hello, it's the Born History Guy, and we're back at Sleaford Castle with the archaeological dig that's happening here. So we're just going to have a walk around. We were here yesterday looking at a few things. A few artefacts were dug up, and we met Paul Cope Faulkner, who actually did an archaeological watching brief in 2001-2002 at Barbican Castle. So it was really nice to meet a familiar name that I've been reading about over the past few years. So we're going to have a look at the at some of the trenches that have been dug. It's a little bit more busier today as well, so we'll have a look. We can see that already there's quite a bit of work being done, and it's just good to see, you know, the topsoil being removed and what lies beneath and what they actually do find. So we'll have a look at this trench over here. So just as a reminder, the trenches were, I think there was going to be 5 trenches. 2 at the Tite barn, 1 on a circular building similar to ours. I put in a post about it being 6 feet. What I meant by that was the size of the wall was 6 feet thick. Don't quite know what the radius and the diameter on the circumference of the circle is as well. And then there's 2 more test pits being dug. One at what they believe is the Barbican, and the other one at the Gatehouse. And they also believe that the Gatehouse at this castle look quite similar to the one at Newark. So if you wanted to Google Newark Castle and their gatehouse, you'd probably get some idea what was happening here. So here we have a trench which was being dug out yesterday. There we go, look at the first one. So I'll just quickly run back to this one. So this is the one that's on the corner of the Tite barn, and today it's a Tite barn. Tomorrow it could be something completely different, and that is what history is about. It is fluid. Now what you're looking at the top part of it is what you'd think straight away would be the wall. Actually, that's not the wall, that's the demolition. So that's the collapse of the wall, and the wall within the middle, I'm going to use my like that there. That is the wall, and it's a robbed wall, which means it's been robbed out and you're left with the impression. Now something else I learnt yesterday was when we're looking at an area like this, and if I kind of come down like that, you'll see just about here is a raised bit. Now we tend to think that is the wall, but I was told yesterday that is as you can see, the demolition of the wall. So the wall in any case could either be on either side of that. On this one it's here, and you can see it's quite a massive Tite barn. Look at that. You can see the people working in the up yonder. It's quite a massive one. It was I think Paul was saying that it was the 2nd largest in Lincolnshire. So it was a Bishop Alexander, I believe, who built the castle, who was thought to believe the castle, and he was quite a wealthy person. There was another name that was used for him. I can't remember what that was, but so look, it's massive. And then you've got this one we just ran from. We'll run back. This one here, this is the entrance of the or most likely the entrance of the Tite barn. And again, I just wanted to show the trenches that have been dug and what you get to see. And then obviously it's the finds that come out that really give us a date. Again, in Bourne, when they did the watching brief, they were able to date it from the 12th century, the early 12th century, to the 17th century. And some pottery has even been found from the 11th century. Is it 11th century? Around the 11th century. There is a real, importance of a dig, an archaeological dig, because of dating. And let's have a look. So I think a person over there is just on the metal detecting duty, and they'll be finding lovely bits of metal. Wonderful. Yesterday in that trench over there they found a rivet. I don't know if they discovered anything more, but this is the circular building, and I forget his name. I will shout out the gentleman's name again. Hello, what's your name again? Tom, it's Tom, isn't it? So this is Tom, and he's thoroughly enjoying himself digging out this wonderful trench. And as you can see, there are some finds, some nice finds, and then we've got metal detecting going on over there, and we will discover if we've got some dating, some pottery or whatever to kind of date it as well, give it some date, which is really, really important. So this is the one that they believe at the moment, and today it's a dovecote. Tomorrow it could be something completely different. As you can see, this one's quite a big circle. And see, unlike the one at Bourne, it's got a centre as such, whereas the one in Bourne, it's really filled in. But the survey does show in Bourne that it was a circular tower of some sort. So it'd be really interesting to see what this was. I mean, looks like a really large building, and it is right next to the moat. Actually, just so I get my orientation, north, west, east. I can't remember. He can't remember. I'm sorry, thinking. Actually, I feel like that's west over there, isn't it?
Somewhere there, yeah.
West. Okay, so west. That's yeah. So northeastern side of the moat, and Sleaford Castle is quite lucky that it's still got a remain of one of the towers above ground, which we'll have a look at that in a minute. So it was just been speaking to Tom about that circular building, and I think he's losing the will to live, bless him, because it's not really throwing that much up. What he has discovered is a bone, which he said that it must have been kind of left open for animals to wander in and out. He's not too sure actually how tall it was, so they're not really knowing much about it. They couldn't do a geophys on the area because it was overgrown, and so they never actually got to do it, unfortunately. So it really is. Hopefully, it will find something that will be of interest. And the other thing is, it can't find an entrance either. So yeah, proving to be quite interesting. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take a walk round to the Barbican area and the gatehouse itself. So we'll see what's being discovered there, which I believe we're just coming up to it. So I believe right now we are entering to this is the Barbican area, which is on the map. So
just kind of like disappeared.
We can see that the dig is taking in progress.
Knows why.
And
it started
as you can
in
see,
the 12th century with the Bishop of Lincoln.
what's
and
being
then
found.
Got about 400 years.
Shell's a good thing.
Of usage.
So
And
we'll come back to this
it seems
this
to
trench in a bit. We'll just have a look what's on the other side, because now we're crossing the water area, the moat, and we're coming up to the gatehouse, and we're kind of hoping that this one will give us something. So how's it going?
It's going well. I've got a floor.
Oh, you do have a floor.
Wall. I'm pretty sure it's a wall. It's a very convincing.
This is a wall, and this is not a robbed wall, this is a wall in situ.
Yep.
Oh, this is good, this is good.
It's there's a a little bit of collapse on here, but it's collapsed.
It's collapsed. That's fine. That's fine. So are you sitting on the outside,
Outside of the
and I'm on the inside?
Yes.
Okay. And I think we kind of said that way is north, and we're looking west and east over there. I can see some interesting finds. I've got a winking stone.
It's my anti-wind device.
It really is. And look, we get to have a look at some of the tools used as well.
Yeah, they're anti-wind devices at the moment. This is
They're
just
anti-wind
through.
devices. That's pretty cool.
Really
So
classic.
not something that was found, but it's pretty impressive.
I've got a little bit of green glaze pottery. Sorry guys, have to ignore my hands at the
No,
minute,
that's
so
cool.
That's the inside of the pot, and then outside the distinctive hallmark of green glaze.
Okay, and what kind of that now gives us a bit of a date?
Yes, yeah, exactly. And I found this like right on the floor, so it gives. us a
Okay,
pretty
now
decent
here's a question. So pottery ends up in an area like that. How does it end up in the wall? Or what is kind of happening?
Well, I suppose if you think about normal day-to-day life, and human beings can be quite messy, so
Oh, yeah.
something like that.
That's my daughter's.
pottery- Us? No.
I'll cut that out, kids. I won't.
Yeah, so you know, you've got your pottery and it gets broken, you go, oh, and you chuck it out into the street, and then it gets churned up, and horses, and it just a bit of it ends up on the bottom of a shoe,
And it
you're
gets
coming
brought in,
through,
back
coming to-
in.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So especially something that small, because what I found in the Tite barn, the pottery shows from there were bigger.
Bigger.
Which
Did I see some of that yesterday?
Yes,
Yeah, I did see some of that. It's quite big.
Yeah,
Is that all gone now to
yes, that's
bagged
back
up
at
and
the office,
yeah,
and
and
I'll
they're
be
examining
looking
that.
at mine.
Anything else did you find there of interest?
No, actually, no. You came for the good bit.
Yeah, I know. How about that? I brought the rain,
You did.
but I brought some good stuff as well.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Yeah,
So yeah, so basically, it's you can't tell from all that whether it was a barn. So yesterday it was a Tite barn. Today it's still a Tite barn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
not a
thought
banquet
that.
hall, nothing like that
Yeah,
yet.
no,
Yeah.
unfortunately not, but-
And I guess this is too early to say as well what's happening here.
Yeah.
I mean,
other than dating, I think it's probably safe to say for its placement.
but and what's over on the other side
Exactly,
that
like
this is the
the
gatehouse.
gatehouse
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
And unless anybody can invent time travel. And
I know. I keep trying. I close my eyes and I like snap my fingers 1, 2, 3, and yeah. Sometimes it works. Yeah, and then I wake up. I was looking at just being over to see Tom.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't catch your name. So
Oh, I'm Sally.
right, Sally, and he's at the dovecot.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was a dovecot. Today it's still a dovecot because they still don't know. Does he? He's having a bit of a mare over there, isn't he? Bless him.
Yeah, bless him. He's had to really take out some stuff to try and find any kind of form to it. And
Yeah.
it's just,
And so we've got no idea of its entrance, no idea what its purpose was, why it's circular.
Yeah.
It's pretty much
More
circular.
than likely circular because it's a dovecot. Like,
Yeah.
And also, the style of the area and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because if it's placement in relation to the castle, that's all the clues that you go, oh, it's more than likely a dovecot.
Yeah,
but,
dovecot.
You can find a dove.
Oh, that'd be all dove bones or something
Exactly,
like
that's
that.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that'd be really cool.
That'd be perfect. It's like, yes, we can definitely date it. It's definitely medieval. Definitely a dovecot.
Well, thank you very much, Sally.
No worries
I'm gonna
at all.
carry on. Take care. So that's me done for the day. Model's back in the car because it had to have a little day out there, right? And it was just kind of showing people what we're doing in Bourne as well, and just getting some pointers with what they're doing and see if we can kind of bring some back to Bourne. So yeah, we'll have a look at that's the bit. Now, quite impressed with the model, and hopefully inspired them to build one. And there was a model maker there who said that they are building one or will be building one. They just wanted as much information as possible, which I can absolutely relate to. Well, it's been a fantastic day out watching all the archaeology, but that's it for me. I'm going to go back to Bourne now, and I'll speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye.